Tomorrow, a hearing will be held for another possible tax increase in Vigo County. Officials hope the revenue will help fund a new jail. Meanwhile, the county is still facing a lawsuit. It's part of an issue that started more than a decade ago. It claims that the current Vigo County jail is unconstitutional. Taylor Williams sat down with the lawyer who's fighting for the inmates' rights, and she found out what he has to say in tonight's top story.
Mike, this lawsuit has a bit of a history behind it. It was first filed back in 2002 for overcrowding, and it eventually led to a settlement. But after the jail went over their agreed inmate cap, a federal lawsuit was filed in 2016 on behalf of the Vigo County Jail inmates. It was not only for overcrowding, but for alleged unsafe living conditions. The inside of a jail was never meant to be glamorous, but it's also not meant to be unlivable or unsafe.
Justin Huerta, who was sleeping on the floor like hundreds of others, but somebody in the top bunk fell off or jumped off forgetting that there was somebody on the floor and landed right on his head and caused a concussion.
Michael Sutherland represents multiple inmates involved in the lawsuit against the county. Sutherland has filed what is called a summary judgment. It means that Sutherland has to meet certain requirements. First, he has to prove that the jail is unconstitutional. Then the county has to agree to those allegations. Next, the judge has to sign off and rule that a new jail should be constructed. If that happens, then the case won't go to trial.
We're going to force them to either put up or shut up. And this put up means they'll have to agree to accept all the allegations as alleged, or we're just going to let the judge decide.
Sutherland has filed actions against more than a dozen county jails. And in every case he has won, a new jail has been built. Now, he's hoping for the same result here.
It'll force them to make some hard decisions. I mean, nobody likes to raise taxes, but on the other hand, you have to provide, the Constitution requires you to have minimal facilities for detention.
WTWO first took a tour back when the lawsuit was first filed. And as time has passed, jail officials say the conditions have grown worse. On Tuesday, we went back and found the jail riddled with problems. Leaks in the plumbing and foundation, outdated equipment, and of course, a lack of cells.
This is an issue of community public safety, and I think it's really good that the community has weighed in on this.
Last week, the County Board of Commissioners released a new jail report. Sutherland says he is impressed with the report and its findings.
It's not just Vigo County that's struggling with this, it's a lot of counties. And it has to be a priority. I mean, we're not asking for a Holiday Inn, we just want something that is safe.
Sutherland says he will attend the public hearing tomorrow. As for inmates, they are notified of the lawsuit against the jail when they are first booked into the jail. And Sutherland says he receives about 3 to 4 letters a week about complaints of the living conditions inside the jail.
All right, thank you, Taylor, for that report. The county has until August 17th to respond to the lawsuit.